Kaiman, everybody!
Howdy.
Howdy!
Just want to talk about the news. Saudi Arabia has revoked the citizenship of Osama bin Laden's son, Hamza bin Laden. Now you gotta feel bad for this kid. I mean, it's only been a couple of years since his dad died. That can be tough on a little bin Laden, growing up without anybody there to toss around the old grenade. Nobody there to tell bedtime stories that deny the Holocaust. Now, despite having no father figure whatsoever, Hamza has become a prominent leader in Al-Qaeda. In fact, I think he just got promoted to regional manager. And everybody says he's gunning for CEO, Chief Explosions Officer. Since 2015, Hamza has been calling for attacks in the United States in audio and video recordings. But I only know that because we're friends on Facebook. The US government has issued a $1 million reward for information about Hamza's whereabouts. But remember, the winner will only get half of that after taxes. Gotta talk about the Mueller report. After 2 years, the probe is over. They found nothing. Mueller is calling it the vacation of a lifetime. 2 years of playing golf, an indictment here and there, and a lot of mixed drinks at the pool. Subpoena coladas. Now they did conclude that the Russians were able to hack into the Democratic campaign network, that they then proceeded to purchase over 25,000 Make America Great Again hats with Hillary's credit card information. They also set up fake social media accounts to influence American voters. I was wondering how my grandma learned to use Facebook, and now I know why all her posts were in Russian. Everybody expects the full report to be made public. It could be hundreds of pages. That's why I'm gonna wait for the audiobook. They should get Putin to narrate that thing. You could do it all in the first person. Chapter 7, the hacking. It was a cold and wintry morning in Moscow. And I was way behind on my Hillary emails. I had about 10,000 to go. More news about this college admissions scandal. The Stanford sailing program has received over $770,000 in bribes. Now you'd think with that kind of money, they could finally afford engines for their boats. It should be the luxury yachting program by now. And it breaks my heart to think about all the more deserving inner city kids that didn't make the sailing squad. The only sails those kids are worried about now are on the corner. And when they talk about capsizing, they're talking about the size of the caps they gotta bust in people's asses. Last bit of news here, Joe Biden is in some hot water. Multiple women have said Biden made them feel uncomfortable by touching their shoulders and making other forms of close contact. Now in Biden's defense, he says he was just searching for the clitoris. One woman recently accused Biden of pulling her close to rub noses while she was a volunteer at a Democratic fundraiser. Now I think this is unfair because everybody knows Biden is 1/8 Eskimo. Elizabeth Warren has corroborated the story, claiming Biden once gave her Eskimo kisses, and that they both got smallpox. Now, aside from the women, there are hundreds of images circulating online that show Biden invading the space of young girls with his hands on young girls. Now, this is big news, because Biden might run for pedophile. I mean president, whoops. Sorry. Either way, I think the Catholic Church has finally found their candidate. He's a Democrat, so they may not agree on abortion, but they definitely have the same hands-on approach to raising our kids. Biden hasn't gotten this much bad press since 2011, when video cameras caught him napping during an Obama budget speech. So Sleepy Joe has now become Creepy Joe. And they say that these days, he just plays pocket pool to stay awake.
Oh.
Biden made a statement that going forward he would be more respectful of people's personal space and that he regretted making people feel uncomfortable, which was weird because he said all this with his hands on the reporter's breasts. My name is Kane Kaiman. Thank you guys so much for listening. I appreciate it.